What's going on, Philly fans? This is Rich from Rich and Red, and welcome to the third episode, aka the Reds recap, here on YouTube. Now, if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment down below. It really helps our channel grow and gets us out to other MLB fans. Now, the way I want to do these videos, I want to recap the full series, of course, but I also want to, I'll go in depth on one game. In this case, it's going to be opening day, and then I'll give a couple of quick highlights of the other games to show their results. If you like this style, please let me know down in the comment section below, or if you'd rather, I'd also be open to doing some just like some of the games throughout the calendar month, and then doing like a monthly recap, and then I'll go into opening day, and also, or not opening day, I'll go over the opening day roster, and I'll go over AAA and AA and some movement and so on and so forth. So as you can see, we've got Eichhoff here on the mound. Your fighting Phils are looking to get off to a good start to the season. We're going up against the Cincinnati Reds here at the Great American Ballpark, and Cesar is here to lead off. Cesar takes a 1-2 and lines one over to shortstop. Now with these sliders, I'm trying to take away outs like that because they're not very realistic. If you get a lot of wood on it, they're gonna fall out in center instead of just kind of floating into the shortstop's glove. Same here. Howie's able to take a fastball opposite way on a 2-2 count. He was a little late on it, but Howie's not exactly a power guy. You'd think he'd be able to hook that down at least for a single, but it just floats a little bit too much, and the right fielder's able to take care of it. Next we've got Odubel Herrera, also in a 2-2 count. The Philly hitters are doing a very good job getting up the pitch count here in the first, but he's unable to swing at this changeup, which has him going down looking. So Dish Lafani's able to get his first K, which is a backwards K to end the first for the Philadelphia Phils. Next we've got Eichhoff here on the mound. I decided to go with him for the start because he's a guy for the future. I'm hoping either him or Nolo will be our ace, and he'll be able to carry this team to the promised land one day. So I went ahead and started with him instead of maybe Hellickson or Buchholz, one of the veterans. Hopefully to instill some confidence so we can get off to a good start. And after getting two quick early outs, Joey Votto is able to line one out to the left, get it over Freddie's head. Joey, very, very good hitter. Everybody knows, former All-Star. He's able to use his quick hands and a strong bat to power it over Freddie's head and drop it right down in front of Howie for a base knock with 2 outs. So Eichhoff's got a little work to do. He's coming up against Adam Duvall, who's got a 1-0 count now. Eichhoff decides to throw him a changeup, leaves it over the plate, but Duvall is unable to get on top of this one. He skies it out to Michael Saunders, who has an easy play out there, and ends the inning for the Reds. So 1 hit, no errors, and no runs for the Cincinnati Reds going into the top of the second. We pick it back up at the top of the fourth. Franco, with a 2-2 count, is able to take a changeup down and rocket it right back up the middle of the field for a base hit, corralled by Billy Hamilton. Franco able to get his first hit of the year, a very nice placed changeup. He's able to go down, stay back, and keep his head through the ball, and is able to line it into center field for a base hit. With 2 outs, it's going to be a little difficult to rally anything for the Philadelphia Phillies, but with Saunders coming up to the plate, anything's possible. In the 5-hole, I believe he's in, Saunders is taking a 1-0 and lining it over to right, so Franco's able to round the base at second and head to third. Cutoff man cuts it off, and Franco's able to slide into third safe. So with 2 outs and 2 men on the corners, Tommy Joseph, Tommy Joseph is at the plate with a 1-2 count, and once again that changeup is the bane of Philly's existence because that umpire continues to call it, and batters are continuing to get out. So middle of the fourth, the Phillies go down, and picking it up at the bottom of the fourth, with no outs, 2-1 count. Billy Hamilton takes this pitch once again over Freddie's head. Freddie, a little tired of seeing balls go over his head, dives out for this one, and unfortunately is injured on this play. He stays out for I do believe it was 4 or 5 games with that strained calf. So Andres Blanco comes in. Eichhoff with the 3-1 count to Joey Votto. Takes a fastball. Joey Votto takes a fastball off the plate. Is able to work out a walk. So with a hit and a walk, Joey Votto's off to a very good start this year. Eichhoff, that's his first walk of the season and of this game, of course. And he's got a little bit of work to do here. Now with Adam Duvall up to the plate after skying out to Michael Saunders in the top of the first. Or the bottom of the first, excuse me. He takes this ball, grounds it over to Cesar. Cesar is able to kick it over to second for an out, but they're unable to turn a double play. Duvall is able to hustle up the line and prevent the double play, so it's just a simple fielder's choice. Cesar did a very good job defensively here. He's able to get his glove down and corral that ball and able to fire over to second. Preferably, I'd rather see him go over to first, but an out's an out, and Eichhoff will be the first to tell you that one. Now with an 0-2 count, Suarez takes a slider, which he assumed was going to go off the plate, but it just nicks that outside corner, and Eichhoff's able to get his third strikeout of the game. Eichhoff doing a very good job keeping batters off balance, mixing his speed, so hopefully he can get through the game with that 0 in the run column. But with Scooter Gennett, the new Cincinnati Red, up to the plate, he's able to line one into Eichhoff's shoe. He's able to show a little touch, just like a soccer player, a little Lionel Messi, as he gets that touch. And we'll be going to the top of the 5th after this commercial break. Picking up in the top of the 7th, Tommy Joseph at the plate with a 1-2 count. DeSclafani's still on the mound, having a good game. Tommy's able to line this over Joey Votto's head for a base hit. Tommy, with his first hit of the year, is able to get one over Joey's head, unlike how he was able to at the top of the first. So with Tommy on and nobody out, the Phillies might have a little something cooking here. Tommy able to keep his head down, a little late on that ball, but he's able to shoot it over Joey's head, and that'll knock out DeSclafani after a very good opening day. He gives up the ball to the manager, tips this, and he's going to tip his cap to the home crowd, who give him an amazing uproar applause. In comes Robert Stevenson. Stevenson was a late starter in September last year. Didn't have a very good season, however. He was with a 6 ERA, very high for a starting pitcher who, although he recently just came up from the minor leagues, so he's looking to get off to a good start here for the Cincinnati Reds. With Whitey at the plate, first pitch, curveball away to establish that inside of the plate. Whitey took a little exception to that, but Stevenson, being a right-hand pitcher and Blanco hitting from the left side, he'd like to establish that inside part of the plate. On a full count, Whitey's able to take one out to right field. Right fielder has a little troubles with it, but Tommy, being a little bit on the slow side, isn't able to turn it into isn't able to get into third. Whitey, very good job, quick hands, and be able to line that out to right for a base hit. I believe that's also his first hit of the year. So Phillies got a little bit of a rally going here. On a full count, Stevenson kicks and fires, and a strikeout looking curveball in. Rupp wasn't expecting that. Brock Holt, on a pinch hit, was unable to get Wood onto that that high fastball, and that brings up Cesar Hernandez, who's having an 0 for 3 day so far. Not very good. What you want to see out of your table setter, your top of the order guy, your leadoff man. And once again here, he's swinging at a low pitch in the dirt. Runners are unable to advance after a good block behind the plate. So on a 1-2 count now, Cesar Hernandez waits for the pitch. Stevenson kicks and fires, and Cesar goes down on a K, a fastball up. He's unable to get Wood on it, similar to Brock Holt. Stevenson's fired up, and that'll be the end of the 7th. Picking it up in the top of the 12th, new catcher in the game for the Cincinnati Reds, and I found this kind of curious because he's not a catcher, he's an outfielder, and so he had a lot of trouble behind the plate corralling balls. Roman Quinn comes in for a pinch hit and is able to work a walk, and then he steals 2 bases and found himself on third. And then he fakes a run home after this pass ball and is able to fake a throw from the catcher to get Cesar Hernandez over at first. However, Cesar is picked off over here at first, so to total off his day, he's had a 0 for 5 start. Not what you want to see out of your leadoff man. Howie, however, had a very good game, had a double earlier, and is able to sky this out to right, and that's just deep enough to score Roman in from third, who slides in before the tag for the Phillies' first run of the season and of this game, able to give them the lead very, very late here in Cincinnati. And then Justin Wilson comes in at the bottom of the 12th and is able to get all 3 Cincinnati Reds out to cap off this game. So for the opening day here in Cincinnati, the Philadelphia Phillies are able to get the win and start the season off with a 1,000 average win percentage. Got an active winning streak, looking really good to start the year. Hopefully they're able to build on it for the rest of the time they're in Cincinnati for the rest of these games. Hector Neris ended up getting the win, Justin Wilson with the save, although Joaquin Benoit didn't get any time in this game. Apparently he was having a little bit of soreness after spring training, so they decided to go with the new man, Justin Wilson, and the Phil's able to get the win in extra innings. And that'll wrap up this game. Jared Eichhoff, 6 innings pitched, allowed only 4 hits with 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. Got off to a very good start, allowed no runs in 6 innings, so that'll be a quality start for him. I believe Maikel Franco had 2 hits and a couple of walks. Howie Kendrick had a double and was able to score the run late. And Roman Quinn also came in off the bench and was able to draw a walk, which was vital for the Phillies' win here in extra innings. He was able to get to third, either on steals or wild pitches, one way or another. And but overall, the player of the game is going to be Jared Eichhoff, and off to a very good start, and hopefully he can build on it just like the rest of these fighting Phils. The rest of the series looked just pretty much for the Fightin' Phils at the plate as it did in that first series. Not many highlights to show. Buchholz took the mound for the Phils in the second game of the series, and in a bases loaded situation in the bottom of the first, he's able to rely on his defense, and Maikel Franco starts a beautiful double play here to end the inning and get Buchholz out of the jam. The defense in this series for the Fightin' Phils was very, very good, and you'll see that in the rest of these highlights here coming up. Buchholz once again has bases loaded in the bottom of the second with 1 out. Odubel's able to run in, catch this for the second out, and gun it over to home plate to tag the runner from third to get the 3rd out, and is able to get Buchholz out of the jam once again. Very good throw by Odubel Herrera. I mentioned before, I don't know if center field is going to be his long-term position, but I believe with a throw like that and more defensive plays similar to it, he might be able to lock down that position. In the bottom of the 6th, once again, Buchholz loads the bases. I believe there's only 1 out, maybe 2. I can't remember. But he once again loads the bases, and that'll knock him out of the game. He ended up having 11 hits in this game, or allowed hits, and Marriott coming in allows a base hit right back up the middle. Herrera is looking to do what he did in the the bottom of the second, but is unable to get the throw in time, so the Reds go up 2 runs. Bronson Arroyo is going to be credited with those RBIs and doing a little bit of everything for the Reds in this game. And on a beautiful behind the back play by Cesar Hernandez, Marriott's able to get out the remainder of the inning and leaving only 2 runs, for the Fighting Phils. Here's a breakdown of the 2 pitchers. Bronson Arroyo having a beautiful game for the Cincinnati Reds, and Buck Holtz not so much, allowing 11 hits and 2 runs. In the top of the 9th, Howie Kendrick's able to line one into center field, and that'll score the runner from second to give the Phils a consolation run, but they're unable to get any more, and the Cincinnati Reds get the second game of the series. They end up winning 5-1 on a beautiful pitching performance by Bronson Arroyo. He's able to get 3 strikeouts and only allow 3 hits with no runs in 6 innings pitched. So first it was Eichhoff in the first game, now it was Arroyo in the second game, having beautiful pitching performances. And in the third game of the series, the Phils are wearing their bright blue. Jeremy Hellickson on the mound. Bottom of the first with 1 out, but Joey Votto is able to ground one over to second, which will manufacture a run for the Cincinnati Reds. Cesar is able to get him out at first, but the damage is done. I do believe it was Peralta that came in to score, so the Reds are up 1-0, and then in the bottom of the fourth, they're able to manufacture a second run. I do believe that was also Joey Votto that manufactured that run. So able to get 2 RBIs here in the third game, the rubber match of the series. But besides that, the Fighting Phils, Howie was having a good series, and Michael Saunders had a couple of hits. Franco got off to a very good start with a couple of walks and a couple of base knocks, but overall the Phillies were unable to score many runs in this series, thanks to some good defense and some good pitching by the Cincinnati Reds. So I do believe it was Fieldman on the mound for the Reds in this game. He's able to hold the Phils to under I think it was 4 hits, maybe it was 4 or 5 hits. And with Tommy Joseph here, he's unable to take this fastball right down the middle of the plate past the second baseman, who throws him out at first to kill any rally the Phils had going into that inning. In the 7th, pinch hitting was Brock Holt. He's able to line one out to left, but an amazing play out there by the left fielder, Adam Duvall, and that'll just about sum up the Phillies offense in this game. And in the series as a whole, it was Fieldman on the mound. He was able to get 2 strikeouts, only allowed 4 hits, and no earned runs. So the Phils go down in the final 2 games of the series to have a 1-2 to start the season, record to start the season. Next they take on the Washington Nationals. I do believe that's in DC, so look for that video here coming up either Wednesday or Thursday. And don't forget to leave some feedback down below. Tell me how you got on with this video. If you liked it, or if you didn't like it, please leave some criticism. I'm always open to some lovely criticism. So that'll be the end of this Phillies recap. I want to thank you for watching, and look out for the Washington Nationals video, which will once again be out either Wednesday or Thursday. And please have a great rest of your day.